back to Oats Uncut. I'm so glad to see you today. Now, most people hear the words public speaking and immediately think of judgy eyes, sweaty palms, shaky knees, and a desire to run for the hills. But I strongly believe that each situation has two sides or perhaps more. And today I want to flip that script because I want to retrain our brains to focus on the pleasures of speaking in front of others. It can actually be empowering and even fun. So let's talk about the joys of public speaking and what makes communication truly effective. We all know that public speaking ranks as one of the top fears in our world, sometimes even above death. And as is human nature, we tend to forget how we felt, or we are unable to define specifically what the palpitation was all about. As I now reflect and I relive those moments so I can understand those in my students, and I wonder, why is it so crippling and fearful? Is it because when we are in front of an audience, we feel exposed? I've been there, done that. We worry about being judged, making mistakes, drawing a blank. But here's the secret. The same nervous energy can actually be turned into excitement. It's the same adrenaline that an athlete feels before a game. It's your body saying, this moment matters. And that should be thrilling, right? So what's joyful about speaking, you wonder? Let me share a few things. 1, connection. There's nothing like seeing a nodding head in the audience or hearing a laugh at your joke. That moment of connection reminds you you're not just speaking at people, you're sharing with them. A singer, an actor, a comedian, or a speaker, each one seeks that connection. And the ability to speak in front of a large audience allows us the opportunity to connect and feel that exhilaration and becoming one with the team of your audience. Number 2, influence. Words have power, words have a story, an idea, a story, a perspective that you share could inspire someone to think differently, to act, to grow. When we strongly believe in our words, our conviction defines that tone in our voice that influences the audience, makes them believe in us, agree with us. That's a joy few experiences can give. We have to be mindful of being a good influence though. Number 3, self-discovery. Every time you speak, you learn about yourself. Your values, your humor, your stories, they shine through and you start to hear your own authentic voice. I often find myself telling my students that when I am coaching them, I'm essentially telling those things to myself too. It's the constant conditioning of my brain. Just like spreading knowledge grows knowledge, coaching in any capacity makes one a more learned person with each experience. So it's a self-discovery and self-growth. Number 4, community. Speaking brings people together. Whether it's a classroom or a boardroom or a wedding toast or this podcast, public speaking creates shared experiences and often memorable ones. When a student or a peer or an acquaintance casually quotes what I once said to them that they feel made a difference to them, often catches me by surprise, but satisfies me that I had a positive impact on them. Now let's touch upon keys to effective communication. How do you make that communication effective so it feels joyful, not dreadful? Here are a few things. Number 1, presence over perfection. People do not connect with polished robots. They connect with real humans. If you stumble, smile and keep going. That's authentic. People can perceive your authenticity or your too eager to please mode. The latter mindset will dilute your message and minimize your influence. 2, clarity over complexity. Use simple, clear, impactful words. The goal isn't to impress, it's to express, to connect, to engage. Focus on the final message and use the tools of ethos, pathos, and logos to drive the message home. Stop trying too hard to impress by using information and verbiage that you yourself don't have a grip on. I did have a student who, in their eagerness to impress, would use big, flashy words. but unfortunately couldn't pronounce them accurately. The audience's attention would shift to those inaccuracies rather than the message. Then comes storytelling. Nothing engages an audience faster than a story. It's how humans have communicated for thousands of years after all. When I was a student of music, eons ago, my teacher caught me off guard one day in front of 200 people and asked me to sing solo. I panicked. My heart beat so fast I thought it would pop out of my chest. The fear, the panic made me choke as I tried to sing. I regretfully destroyed a precious moment in my life in which my teacher had more confidence in me to represent the school. But sadly, I did not. From there on, I decided never ever to allow that to happen again. And that's where my journey in public speaking began. When I share the story with my students, they feel reassured that I know and I understand their feelings, their concerns, their apprehensions, and their challenges. They also feel hopeful that if I could pull myself out of that abyss, so to say, so can they. Storytelling is a powerful tool. But most important, listening. Communication isn't about just talking. When you listen deeply, your responses are richer. Your presence is stronger. The acronym for that I found is HEART. Communication is heart. It's honest, open, and two-way. Even a monologue is two-way despite the fact that one person is speaking. It has to be received on the other side, or else it's a soliloquy. So the next time you're asked to speak, don't think of it as a test. Think of it as an opportunity to connect, to influence, to discover, to build community. Your voice matters, and the world needs to hear it. Before you go, I'll leave you with this question. What's that one story from your life that you've been waiting to tell? Maybe it's time to share it. Thanks for joining me today. Until next time, keep speaking, keep sharing, and keep finding joy in your voice. This is Vineeta Khanna. Thanks for tuning into Oats Uncut. Stay well, stay safe, remember to love and to laugh, and have a blast.